So we want to start off and just give you a few updates. And then if you were here the last time we got a State of the Schools address, which was not last summer because we didn't have a place to hold one because everything was in upheaval as we were going through our buildings and redoing them and adding all of our construction projects. We really spent a lot of time hearing from my cabinet members who we just introduced. Today we're going to take a little different approach, and we're going to have some of our students and parents and teachers, and they're going to present to you in just a minute. Before we go there, I'd like to give you an idea, an update, if you will, of where we are with our construction projects. So, as Scott mentioned, we've been able to go through and work through all of our elementary buildings, all of our middle school buildings, our high school. Every building in our district now has been had a major project going on in them. So all of this was a total of about $350 million worth of projects and improvements and additions to really prepare us for what we see incoming with approximately 6,000 homes that we expect to be built here in our three communities over the next several years. To really put us in a place that we feel like will be good for the next 8-10 years or more to prepare for the students who are coming to us. But with that, we were able to add a new middle school, Taft Middle School. If you haven't been there, you need to make it a point to be able to get out there and see 240,000 square foot building, state-of-the-art auditorium, athletic facilities, classrooms, science labs, technology labs, Project Lead the Way. But then also we didn't want to leave Wheeler out of it, so we added an auditorium at Wheeler and brought in the Learning Center and made that part of it. And likewise, it's being, right now, they're redoing all the flooring throughout the entire building, painting, new furniture everywhere, added on some Project Lead the Way technology rooms. So it really, if you walk into Wheeler, you walk into Taft, it's going to look very, very similar. And actually, Wheeler will end up being just a little bit larger than Taft when it's all said and done. At the high school, we've added over 25 classrooms, 5 new large group instruction or science labs, another large group instruction space, expanded the cafeteria. We have 3,000 students at our high school now. This past year, we became the largest high school in the region. Our ambassadors that are here with us have been over at the high school, and we intentionally had them in the hallways during a passing period. And they can attest that with 3,000 students moving in those halls, you would never know that there's that many students when the passing period goes on. And that's a testament to our kids, one, but to our administrators, but also making sure that those hallways and pass-throughs are larger, cafeterias is larger as well. Refreshed our field house, added indoor physical education space, new fitness lab, and many other enhancements as well that go along with that. Then also in our elementary schools, before we go away from the high school, Chris White is an alumni of ours from the high school, and he made a very generous donation and enabled us to really enhance what we were going to do with our baseball stadium and softball stadium. And if you get to the high school and you have a chance to see that, please take a minute to look at it. It's very impressive. Again, something that we were able to do through a donation from Chris. Our elementary buildings, we went through each and every one of them and made them so that they can all handle 700 students. Turned small cafeterias into STEM rooms, moved new cafeterias in some places where we needed to add a larger gym. We added a larger gym. If the gym was sufficient, then we're updating flooring and bleachers and getting them all on the same page. Similar to our middle schools, as you go into our elementary schools, they will look like brand new buildings when they're done. New furniture, all new flooring throughout the buildings, whether it was one of the most significant renovations like Timothy Ball, MacArthur, Solon, or one where we came in and just had to add on a few classrooms at Jerry Ross. Still all new furniture throughout the building, new flooring to really make them look like they're all brand new and prepare us again as we move forward with this. So it's been a great opportunity as we go through there. Last year, as you guys know, we went through redistricting. Right now, last summer, we were in the process. Marty Freeman is back here, Director of Transportation, and he was his first year doing bus routes, and then we also threw in redistricting. And as he told us at our retreat the last couple of days, that was just about enough to put him under, but did a great job with that. But we really felt the return on that whole process very quickly as we were able to balance our schools and get the right number of students in our buildings where we can continue to provide the best services we can for our students. Also, with all of these changes that are coming, it gives us opportunity for new programs and new opportunities for our students. At the high school, we have new CNA labs, as you'll see on the screens. If you walk into these rooms, you would really think you're in a hospital. I mean, the equipment is first rate. The materials, the things that the students are going to be able to be using and exposed to on a daily basis, is just really, really great. We also will have a new pre-engineering and STEM space at the high school. At the elementary, because of our renovations and additions, we were able to bring every school up to be able to have a STEM as a part of their creative arts rotation. So they've got PE, music, art, library. Now we're adding STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. So you can see up on the screen what those new rooms are going to look like. Again, really excited about the opportunity for our students to be in STEM classes each and every week. Just great opportunities, and bringing the staff on and able to have someone who is really leading that is going to be very beneficial for us as well. At the middle school levels, we were able to add additional performing arts spaces. You can see the auditoriums here, and actually they look almost identical if you go from Wheeler to Taft. This one is Taft?
Wheeler.
This is Taft. Wheeler. There we go. So it is Wheeler, but it looks pretty similar though. And they were able to do a couple of musicals this spring and winter, Lion King and Nemo. And both of them were very well done, and we appreciate the extra effort, but just great experiences that we were able to provide there for our students as well. On the operations and human resource side of this, our teachers and staff are the reason why our district is so amazing as they work with the great students that we have. We're proud to say that we continue to receive high quality applicants for our teaching positions. As you've heard, probably in the news, we're in the middle of a teacher shortage across our nation. Proud to say here in Crown Point Schools, we don't feel that teacher shortage like other places feel that teacher shortage. We have some challenges if we're placing very specialized teachers, but for the most part, for instance, last summer we had 12 elementary openings and we had over 80 applicants for those 12 openings. So we're really pleased with that. We feel like a lot of that is because of our community, number one, our staff, our teachers are great recruiters. We don't have to go out and recruit people to come. By word of mouth, they hear what's going on here. And we really feel like this is a destination district where people are coming and staying, setting in their roots and being here, and that consistency of teachers is something that is really beneficial for our students. We also have one of the highest starting teacher salaries in the state of Indiana, which helps us with the attraction of teachers, but also with that helps us continue to maintain them and keep them here as well. We have increased our substitute and support staff rates as well to make sure from lunchroom to bus drivers to paraprofessionals, continuing to assess where we are, substitute teachers, to make sure that we are moving forward and where we need to be competitive with those districts that are around us. So as you've heard all of these things about the updates, the key that we're really looking for here is to continue to move forward with common language. And common language across our district is in a lot of areas. One, it's in the educational offerings and opportunities we provide for our kids. That's why when we looked at our elementary buildings, all 7 buildings, getting them to the same spot where we didn't start a STEM program until this school year because we didn't have all the STEM spaces. Now we're going to have the STEM spaces ready for this coming school year, so we're going to start and move forward with it. So it's really looking at how do we provide those equal opportunities and common language across. But one of the things that we look at is you look at our seal, there are 6 C's that are a part of our district seal, and kind of 7. The first one is college and career, but we count that as 1 C. The second one is culture. The third one is courage. The fourth one is creativity, citizenship, and then connection. So as we look at this morning, we're very pleased and proud of the fact that we've got several students and a parent or two who are going to actually present to you this morning and talk about the seed that they've been identified with and share with you their experiences in Crown Point schools. So we're going to start off this morning looking at our college and career seed. And today we have Emerson Stamper, and Emerson's parents are here with us this morning as well. Let's give them a round of applause. Emerson is going to be a senior at our high school. Emerson.
Good morning, Crown Point faculty and community members. My name is Emerson Stamper, and I am an incoming senior at Crown Point High School. I would like to thank you all for being here today to learn all about the profound impact Crown Point High School has on its students, families, and community. Today, I would like to share more about the abundant resources CPHS provides for its students to advance their academia, provide outlets and support for their creative and athletic interests, and, most importantly, to equip and prepare students for life beyond high school. CPHS is a place that deeply values the futures of its students. Even from freshman year, students have the opportunity to take rigorous advanced placement, dual credit, and honors courses. These classes are fundamental to expose and acclimate students to demanding curriculums similar to college-level courses. Further, these classes offer more in-depth and fast-paced instruction geared towards a student's intended field of study. My sophomore year, I took, as many students would refer to, the hardest English class, AP Lit, taught by the wonderful Mrs. Reloff, who is here today. Despite many late nights of writing and editing again 11-page papers, this class revealed to me my love for writing and literature. So much so, in fact, that I took AP Seminar, also taught by Mrs. Reloff, my junior year, in which my love for reading and researching grew. These classes, along with so many others, have helped me and countless other students at CPHS find their love for learning complex and difficult topics and ideas. Yet, CPHS resources for students are not limited to the classroom. In fact, for seniors at Crown Point, many will navigate their interests for lives post-high school outside of the school walls. Crown Point High School's internship and work-based learning program is yet another unique and profound opportunity to connect students with the community. This program allows for students to gain real-world experience so they might assist working professionals in the field of their interest prior to pursuing post-secondary education or other pursuits. This program allows students to fulfill their class schedule in half days and attend their internship at least 8 hours per week. Through this program, I earned an internship at the Lake County Juvenile Justice Complex, an opportunity typically fulfilled by college students. In addition to the legal field, the internship program also has connections with areas such as medical and nursing, education, engineering, hospitality, business management, sciences, and, for those interested in the trades, manufacturing, construction, and so many more. Beyond a college path, though, CPHS also offers industrial tech courses such as automotive services, construction, and carpentry. No matter our students' interests, CPHS provides pathways for students at the beginning of their freshman year and for the duration of their high school career. These career pathways, along with a student's graduation pathway, determined with their counselor, also allow students to be intentional in their scheduling and fully demonstrate post-secondary competence and employability skills. However, for some students, their future plans or interests have not been fully developed and determined. Even here, CPHS helps to prepare these students in college and career readiness through the Naviance and College Board outlets. Naviance is a database offering students aptitude and personality exams to determine their best career fits. This allows for students to have some insight on specific career options. Naviance and College Board also connect students with college and scholarship opportunities and send their SAT scores for free. From online to in-person classes, programs, and other resources, coupled with fantastic and encouraging staff of administrators, teachers, and counselors, Crown Point High School provides numerous resources to prepare students for their future college and careers so they might find success and fulfillment long past their 4 years in high school. Thank you to all the behind-the-scenes members and community partners for making these resources possible. You are transforming students' futures one step at a time. Thank you.
Emerson plans to study law, and I know we have several attorneys in the room, so in 6, 7, 8 years, you might want to keep this name in mind. So our next C is culture, and today we have Vernetta and Samson Clemens who are here from the high school. I'm going to ask them to come to the podium at this time, and they're going to be presenting to us regarding culture. Let's give them a round of applause.
Good morning, Crown Point. My name is Samson Clemens, and I have been sharing all my culture with the school. With all my culture, I was showing everyone what a good student I am, and was always giving everyone all my love. And when I was a freshman, I was a little bit shy when I first went to CPHS. But I just took a deep breath and I met everyone and I introduced myself and I felt a whole lot better being at CPHS. And first, with me being at CPHS, it was pretty tricky for me to go from freshman from a senior, and I was always giving all my courage and also all of my culture and all my citizenship. I was really, really excited that I was a senior, and that I knew I had to finish strong. And first, I just want to thank everyone in CPHS for making me feel welcome at CPHS. And first, I may have graduated from CPHS, but I really do miss everyone I saw at CPHS. It's always it's always a great honor to see everyone again at CPHS.
So that is a testament to what CPHS means to my family. Samson came in as a freshman, and the only thing CPH had going for him, as far as he was concerned in the beginning, was the color red, which is his favorite, and the fact that his cousin, my niece, had just graduated in 2020. And so he came in, me encouraging to do this, to do best buddies, to do that, and it got to the point where after freshman year, he felt so comfortable and confident. He's able to do this. He makes friends wherever he goes. I call him the ambassador. Doing track, unified track. He makes friends with all of the teams. I promise you, he has friends that when we hit the track from all the different Porter County, I mean, just everywhere. I'm like, Sam, you are the CPHS ambassador. He goes up and does just what he said, introduces himself. You guys have made him so confident that he looked in the yearbook, saw a young lady named Lauren Clemens, had her picture. He emailed her from his Chromebook and said, you have the same last name as me, can we be friends? And they are friends to this day. So they both graduated. We just want to say thank you. And it's just, Mr. Marcinick knows how I feel about him and the staff and all of the students, all of the people that have encompassed him. Coach Siebert, you guys have been amazing to include him, and it's given him the confidence to see the young man you see today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, we appreciate that very much. Our next C is courage, and today we have Addison Seibert and Dana De Leon.
DeLoyne.
I'm
I like
sorry.
the way you said it, sounds fancy.
Yeah. But they're here from Taft Middle School, and they're going to speak on courage.
Hi, my name is Dana DeLoyne, and I have the privilege of working with and leading our student ambassadors at Taft Middle School. Our student ambassadors embody meaningful leadership each and every school day. They make a positive impact on our school culture. And to be able to see that program in action has been one of the biggest joys of my career thus far. So I'm very proud to introduce one of my former students, Addison Seibert, who will be speaking on the third C, courage.
Hello, my name is Addison Seibert, and I just completed my 8th grade year at Taft Middle School. The C I'll be focusing on today is courage. The definition of courage is the ability to do something that frightens one. To a middle school student, that can look like a lot of different things. Through the ambassador program for the past 2 years, I can stand here today and say that courage is one of the most important traits I've gained from this program. When most people think of the Bulldog Ambassador program, the first thing that comes to their mind is running challenge egg groups for peers, when really it is much more than that. This year I had the opportunity to lead challenge egg groups for peers, administrators, teachers, and district leaders. If you would have told me in 6th grade I'd be leading a team building activity in front of 6th grade students, let alone teachers and adults, I would have told you you're crazy and would have been scared to death. With the help and training of teachers, administrators, and fellow leaders, I have the confidence and courage to run these activities with people of all ages and abilities. The other great part about these activities is they're fully inclusive and can be adaptive to all participants. The Bulldog Ambassador program not only impacts the school, but also impacts the community as a whole. We help with peer tutoring, weekly activities with our exceptional education students, unified sports, Bulldog Rush, community tours, and much more. There's rarely a day where the ambassadors are not assisting or interacting with other students or staff in the building. We are always there to help and are someone that they can come to if they need anything. It is important to realize that this program is not only about leading or having courage when we are running groups, but it is something that must always be present. Ambassadors are expected to be consistent and constant leaders and someone that can be counted on. It's about having the courage to lead when no one is watching and help with little things during the school day. Courage is not something that you are born with, but instead something that is instilled within you. Without the help and support of teachers and administrators, we would not have the courage to do half the stuff we do. One memory I have is right before I was going to leave an activity for the district leaders and administrators. I was scared to death that I was going to mess up or say the wrong thing. Miss Lewis, my English teacher, sat me down and told me stories and pictures of everyone that was going to be in the room and told me how nice they were. Although this seems like a simple gesture, it gave me the courage to lead the activity with confidence, and that's what this program is all about. I hope I was able to give you a snapshot of how amazing and impactful this program truly is. This Bulldog Ambassador program has impacted me and so many other students' lives in a positive way. It has instilled numerous life skills that I can use forever. Courage is something that all grade leaders possess. It is not something that can be measured, but it is something that you know when you see it in action. Thank you for your time and have a great day.
Thank you, Addison. Our next C is creativity, and today we have, and let me start to lower this, we have Shay Patel, who is coming to us from Eisenhower Elementary School. So Shay.
Hi, my name is Shay Patel, and I just finished my 5th grade year at Eisenhower Elementary. It is an honor to be here today. I am here to speak to you about creativity in the Crown Point schools. Creativity is important because it motivates students to learn. One creative thing Eisenhower does is mini economy. Mini economy is a fun activity where 5th graders get jobs, paychecks, and papers. In order to make more money, 5th graders need to come up with unique things to sell to the other grades. Kids sold things like bullet toys and painted nails. After mini economy is over, the 5th graders participate in an auction. If people manage their money well, they will be able to purchase donated items. If they don't manage their money well, they might not get anything, which teaches them to be responsible with their money. Another interesting thing that 5th graders do is go to Challenger Learning Center for a field trip. Challenger is a space simulator that is based on the real Challenger spacecraft. We got into our teams and then we trained in them. Each team had different roles in the mission, like navigation, communication, and medical. We had to work together to save a comet from hitting the Earth. If a problem comes up in the missions, students have to work together to solve it. It was my favorite memory of the whole school. Lastly, Eisenhower offers many clubs that can help students think outside the box, like Service Club, Student Council, Library Club, Art Club, and Robotics. When I was in Service Club, we thought of ways to help our community. We wrote positive notes around the school and also put them on coffee sleeves that were sold at Cafe Fresco. In robotics, students have to construct and program robots to perform certain tasks, and they compete their robots against other schools. In conclusion, creativity is very important for the success in students' education at the Crown Point schools. Creativity helps make learning fun, and it also motivates students. This is why all schools should put creativity into their learning system. Thank you.
Our next C is Connection, and today we have Jet James from Colonel Wheeler Middle School, and he's going to talk to us about Connection. Jet.
Hello everyone, my name is Jet James. I will be starting 8th grade this year at Colonel Wheeler Middle School. I was asked to speak about connections, how a strong, supportive community ensures that everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. I'm very happy to have received this topic since I am fairly new to Crown Point, Indiana, and experienced this firsthand when we moved here. My family and I moved here from Las Vegas, Nevada 2 years ago. One of the first things we noticed was the sense of community. We attended a high school football game, and it seemed like everyone in town was at the game. A lot has happened since then. I attended Lake Street Elementary School for a few months, then went to Taft Middle School for 6th grade. Because of redistricting, I was moved to Wheeler Middle School last year for 7th grade. At each school, I felt welcomed and special. Unlike living in a big city where there are overcrowded schools, I got to know the teachers, staff, and administrators here right away. It's definitely a big change moving to Crown Point. It seems like the entire town is like a family. One night, my own family was celebrating a birthday at one of the restaurants on the square when in walks Principal Rodriguez. He stopped and met everyone at our party. I was proud to introduce him to them. Principal Rodriguez goes out of his way to make connections with the students. When we are switching classes, many times he is in the hallway fist bumping the kids. He shows up at so many events and sends out Friday fireside chats each week to the students and to our parents. These chats notify us of things going on in the school, and he always ends these with encouraging messages about being a good person and making good choices. It's not just the principal at Wheeler that interacts with the students. Our teachers walk around, talk to us, make themselves available if we need help with something we do not understand in their class. Many teachers that I have had also make themselves available. A student that just needs to talk about something that is bothering them. One of my teachers, Miss Murley, has been like a friend. Our teachers also wish us luck when they know that we have an important game we are playing in, or concert we are performing in, or any other type of event that we are participating in, whether it be school-related or even community-related. We have the support of many of our teachers. In fact, my twin sister, Ava, has had some of her teachers show up to her school basketball games and even her Crown Point softball games. I had a starring role in the school play this past year and saw some of my teachers in the audience. A couple of teachers also supported me in a summer play that I acted in. As a matter of fact, many in the Crown Point community showed up to support the play, because we had over 700 people attend opening night. I can tell you that like 20 grandpas came up and said good job. Many parents were involved with the effort as well, by volunteering in building sets, sewing costumes, and baking goods to sell their performance. Wheeler Middle School offers so many things for kids to get involved in, everything from tennis club and cooking club to a variety of school sports, music, and theater. I myself have been in the orchestra playing viola, the choir, theater productions, and a club. It seems like anything a kid would be interested in is offered at Wheeler. There is something for everyone. Speaking of music, Crown Point middle schools and high schools get together each year to put on concerts for the community. These concerts promote support for the school programs and encourages kids to continue with their talent by seeing and hearing how wonderful the older kids play their instruments or sing. Wheeler Middle School also offers a class to work with our students with special needs. It is so clever that during this class, the special needs kids are accompanied to classrooms where they offer coffee to the teachers. This exposure to all the classrooms is a great way for all the students to get acquainted with one another. Another thing I was impressed with was that my social studies teacher, Mr. Saxa, posted schedules in his classroom for all the school activities to keep kids informed of things they could attend after school. He even bought some students tickets to the school play. This past year, I was part of the academic Super Bowl team. It was a great experience. Our parents volunteered at the event and cheered us on. We received some honors at the competition, and afterwards, Miss Murley asked all of the students' parents to go to Wendy's for dinner, as this has become tradition after academic Super Bowl. In addition to all of the support and involvement, our local restaurants have historically participated in promoting school events. This past year was no exception. McDonald's, Cold Stone Creamery, Twisted Sugar, and others showed up for Wheeler School events, also gave out gift certificates as incentives for good grades and for students representing what it means to be a Bulldog. I heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a child. The students at Wheeler Middle School are so fortunate to be supported by the entire village of Crown Point. Our parents, teachers, support staff, administrators, coaches, PTO, neighbors, local businesses, and residents are all involved in our path to success. We are CP, we are connected. Every day, it's a great day to be a Bulldog. Thank you.
Maryland, I was able to connect with James and his mom at the 4th of July parade just recently. So spent 2 hours that will loved every minute of it meeting James. So our last C today is citizenship. And today we have Sage Dorsey here from Crown Point High School. Sage.
Hello, my name is Sage Dorsey, and I'm an incoming junior at Crown Point High School. I was chosen to speak on behalf of Crown Point School Community for citizenship. The definition of citizenship is a participating member of a community. Now, there are many different opportunities to participate and be a part of the community throughout the school corporation, as well as around the town. I myself have been involved in multiple clubs at the school. Some of my main ones are Student Council, Pulse Club, and Theater. I'm an officer for the Student Council, so maybe my opinion is a little biased, but it's a great way to get involved. We have many fundraisers throughout the year, and all the funds go to Lurie's Children's Hospital. We have smaller fundraisers that are usually held during school lunch hours or after school for an hour or so. We participate in the Angel Tree and give gifts to children in need. The biggest fundraiser we have is at the very end of the year called Dance Marathon. It is an event where we play games, learn a morale dance, have miracle minutes to raise some extra money, and most importantly, hear the stories of actual patients at Lurie's. We raise around $10,000 every year, and that is with the help of students outside and community members. As well as Student Council, I do theater at the high school. Theater creates such a great community with connecting different students. We have our own fundraisers such as Trick or Treat so Tots can eat. It is held on Halloween, and while the students are collecting candy, we also collect canned goods for the food drives. Another club I'm involved in is Pulse Club. Pulse Club is run by Mr. Marcinek and Mr. Bowders. It is a great way to have a voice be heard to the two people in charge. They're representatives of many different student clubs and age groups. Pulse Club also has an annual field trip to this event called the Amanda Forum. I have gone the past 2 years, and it's been one of the most life-changing events for me. You need to learn about safe dating and how to stay safe outside, and the story of Amanda Bach. They teach you about self-defense and online safety, as well as how to realize when there are red flags in your relationships. You also get to connect and meet with other schools and learn of them. Another great club is National Art Honor Society. I myself am not in this club, but a few of my friends are. There are many fundraisers throughout the year, and the students get to help out with different dances and decorations, as well as different art projects throughout the year. One last thing I would like to mention is community service. There are so many community service opportunities throughout our school corporation. We constantly have emails going out about different events or signs posted up around the school. I have over 70 community service hours, and the majority of those I got during my freshman year. It is so easy to get the hours and be involved, and while getting them, you get to help out with your community. All of this is a great way to show citizenship. Having people who are involved and go out of their way to do more than the normal for the community. And while in these clubs and events, the fundraisers connect the students, parents, and townspeople together for a greater cause. Crown Point makes it so easy to help and better yourself as well as the town. Thank you.
Thank you. They say in public speaking there are a couple of rules, and one is to never follow kids and you've seen this morning why that is. You guys did an amazing job. Thank you very much. If you're a parent, family member of one of our speakers, I'm not going to make you stand. If you just wave your hand this morning, let's give them a round of applause. So in conclusion, we want to continue to look ahead. So often you'll hear things like the 6 C's in our seal, and what do they mean? What do they stand for? You saw this morning how we incorporate those, and they really help drive everything that we do here this morning. In front of you today at your table, you have our latest We Are CP magazine. If you're like me, we got this in the mail yesterday, but Brooke Allen puts this together. It is full of great information, and I encourage you to take some time to look at that. Also on our website, you can see we have many different things there, from construction updates to our Super Things video series, information where you can log on and follow us on social media, whichever way you prefer, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, formerly known as that. That's formerly known as Twitter. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, you can follow us there, and we can have you there. A few thank yous. Want to thank our orchestra kids. And of course, our food service people have all stepped out of their room. Fabulous job there for us as well. So, again, we want to thank you. This is an opportunity for us. It's a privilege for us each and every day, and we count it that as we come in and work to make the best possible educational experiences for our kids, for our community as a whole, to continue to move forward. We do not take it for granted that we're in Crown Point. We believe this is a great place to be, and we want to continue to do that for all of you and for our communities as well. There are a couple of opportunities coming up even now for this coming school year that you might want to get involved in. We have several ambassadors here who have been ambassadors before. Ambassadors, if you can raise your hands. If you want to be a part of our ambassador program, we meet 6, maybe 7 times a year in the morning, and we really dive deep into different subjects and do tours and go to different places. We'd love to have you be a part of that. If that's not something that you can set aside 7 mornings to be here throughout the school year, we understand that as well. We also have our Magic Bus Tour. Yeah?
We'll go with that.
School bus. That's coming up here this week.
August 8th.
August 8th, where Brooke and I are going to be taking one of our nicer buses and taking it around the district, showing you different things, doing little 10, 15, 20-minute tours, and then talking about different things as we go through there. Jam-packed day. It's going to be full of information, but another way for you to be able to be a part of that, again, you can find more information of that on our website as well. Those of you who signed up, or if you didn't sign up and you'd be interested in touring the high school, we're going to be giving tours of the high school so you can see the updates that have taken place there. Mr. Marshnick and his team will be there. We'll start those at 9:15, so that gives you plenty of time if you want to grab a little bit more to eat before you go. But again, thank you. We appreciate you, and we're proud to be Crown Point.